Mad Dog here again. So this is a bit of a kit tip for you. No doubt most of you will carry a ferro rod and striker. You know, it's a pretty standard item in bushcraft or survival. You know, if you haven't got one, why not get yourself one, at least one. Anyway, in a previous video I explained how you can actually acquire some fat wood from old scrap pallets. So what I've done, I've taken a piece of said found fat wood that I demonstrated, like I say, in a previous video for its firelighting merits, and I've simply drilled a hole through one end. I've only got a small piece. You don't need stacks of fat wood to create several good fires. You know, a lot of people on YouTube, they demonstrate the use of fat wood, which is great, all well and good, but they go overboard with it. They use too much. You don't need that much. You know, so a small piece of fat wood, drilled a hole, and I've threaded that onto the lanyard. In this case I've used some of this 550 paracord, but it's the fire cord, which obviously then gives you the option of taking the inner cord out of said lanyard and fluffing it up and using that as an emergency tinder as well. So for this, what is key is the striker that you use on the ferro rod needs to be sharp enough to also take small shavings off the piece of fat wood. So I'll just give you a quick demo and show you what I mean. This is a bit tedious and laborious, so please bear with me. I'm not going to do anything flash or fancy here. Hopefully I'll get enough shavings just to demonstrate. This is knifeless fire basically, just with the items that you can carry this around your neck if you make the lanyard long enough. You know, you don't need any tools really other than this piece of equipment, this kit. Now because I'm using the back of a striker, yes, it's not taking a lot of material off as you can see, but the material that I am gathering is very fine, very fluffy, big surface area, which is ideal for catching spark, which obviously is what we intend to do. The big advantage for me with this sort of fire lighting is, even if you've been out somewhere and you've been absolutely drenched, wet through, cold, snowy, you know, all the worst conditions you can have, because it's fat wood and because you're using a ferro rod, it should still take a spark and still burn because of the impregnated oil within the fat wood. So I haven't gone crazy here, just a little bit, but as you can see it fluffs up really nice. Like I say, I've just done a minimal amount here just to hopefully give you a quick demo. Obviously at this point you would have your small kindling ready to add on to this fire because it does burn quickly, so you'd have your birch bark etc on hand ready, and a couple of sparks and away we go. It's that simple. So if you can't get a fire going from that, then maybe this game isn't for you or more practice is required. But anyway, top little tip: add a piece of fat wood onto your ferro rod and striker lanyard, keep it with you, and you will always establish a fire no matter what the conditions. Nice little tip. Thanks again for watching. Take care out there, whatever you're all doing. I'll see you on the next one, which won't be long as always. Take care. Mad Dog signing off. Yeah.